So, all right. Hello out there.
All right. We're going to be going live here in about 30 seconds or so. We're just
Actually, we're live now.
Well, we are live now, but we're waiting for people to gather.
That's true.
We're going to let it kind of sync up to the other places that we distribute to, and we'll see what happens.
Yay.
That is not the cocktail of the month. That's just like a pre-staging.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want one?
No.
Oh, okay. I think we're getting pretty close.
I think we are too. I think
we're almost there. We're going to wait till 7 o'clock, I think. 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock it is already. How's that go? Yay.
All right. Hey,
wow.
We are live.
I've got to stop looking at the lights because that's
wow.
Yeah, blinding.
It's part of the post-pre-production production stuff. That's why we have a producer. So
I know.
She's back there scurrying about, trying to make sure you're not blinded, and you could just stop looking.
And I just keep blinding myself. It's fine.
All right. So, welcome to TSL Homestead Cocktail of the Month for September 2022.
Hello.
We just took a trip to see some friends of ours. We're calling them the Midwest Beachcombers.
That's correct.
They have transplanted themselves to Florida, to the Gulf Coast.
Yep.
And they were kind enough to invite us to come visit them, and we did. And so, as you may be able to tell, I went to Margaritaville, which is one of my, all-time favorite places. Got myself a new hat, and it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It is 5 o'clock somewhere.
So, it was a delightful time. We really enjoyed the ocean. It's hard not to enjoy the ocean because really the ocean's like the coolest thing ever.
It'll try to kill you though.
and we are as far away from the ocean as you could possibly get here at Key Midwest. So
that's true.
I mean, you literally can't get any farther away on the planet.
Yes.
I don't think so. It's very sad.
Yeah.
But so we're happy to go visit that, and so thank you to the Beachcombers for inviting us for a lovely, lovely time.
Except for that bit about the ocean trying to kill me, but that's okay.
They tried to get the ocean to kill you. They were unsuccessful.
It's true.
Miss Mercy is stronger than the ocean on that particular evening.
Actually, I think the inner tube saved me.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It was one of the funniest things ever. One of the gentlemen who's watching from the beach said he could have got his camera out a little faster, we would have been TikTok famous.
I would have been TikTok famous. It was just that funny, and I couldn't stop laughing.
It actually, we're still kind of laughing about it, but we digress because that's kind of what we do.
It is.
So,
welcome.
This month was going to be a viewer suggestion for a cocktail. We had some pretty outlandish suggestions that mostly were shot based. The Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster was one of them. Our producer suggested that. The Vulcan Mind Probe, which basically is apparently very similar to a what's one of 6 different kinds of liquors in
no idea.
No, a Long Island iced tea.
Oh.
Yeah, a Vulcan Mind Probe is similar to a Long Island iced tea, but apparently it's intergalactic and makes your mind even
meldier.
Yeah. So but those were more shot based, which is not fun. And having a couple of those, you probably take a long nap on the beach. We actually decided to go with a suggestion that was suggested to us by about a actual martini, which is not something we've covered before.
We haven't, mostly because we're not big gin drinkers, which we've mentioned before.
But it turns out that gin is not the only thing you can make martinis out of.
What?
Yeah, I know. It originally, the one we were introduced to, the farmer tried it in Florida. Miss Mercy did not. Was called the 007. And basically, if you're familiar with the James Bond movies, Ian Fleming wrote some books back in the 50s and 60s. And James Bond, I think everybody's heard of him pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah. One of the most famous lines is he likes his martinis shaken, not stirred, which is actually probably the worst thing you can do to a martini because as we understand it, the difference between shaken and stirred, if it doesn't have fruit juice in it, it's supposed to be stirred. If it has fruit juice in it, it's supposed to be shaken. Now, there's some theories about why they would actually have shaken, not stirred. One was because James Bond is kind of a wily person and likes to confuse his enemies.
Mm.
They thought that perhaps by shaking the martini, it would be a slightly weaker martini, and so he would appear to be more drunk than he was, and so he could get the edge on people who thought he was drinking.
Okay.
Some of the people who pursued this theory pointed out that there's still exactly the same amount of alcohol,
Yes.
whether you shake it or stir it. So that's
That is-
probably not the reason.
Probably not.
Another theory was that when you actually shake it, it becomes colder. The molecules get more excited. It exposes the liquor to a wider surface area of cold things.
Fascinating.
Yeah. And so he might have just preferred his to be cold.
Okay. Excited molecules.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And a third theory was it just sounds way cooler to say that.
Especially if Sean Connery's saying it.
It's kind of hard to not go against that.
That's true.
So yeah, Sean Connery's super popular. I mean, I know everybody has their favorite Bond, but let's face it, he started the whole franchise, as the movie. So,
Right.
but the first time apparently that martinis, shaken not stirred, were actually mentioned was in 1930 in the Savoy cocktail book put out by Harry Craddock.
Really?
The martini was a vodka martini with a half ounce of vermouth, dry vermouth, and it was shaken not stirred. Is apparently the first. Now, almost nobody can find an original 1930 cocktail book, so it's very difficult to actually prove this. But it's been apocryphal and repeated for many, many times to the point where we might as well just take it as gospel.
Just take it as gospel.
So, but in the actual Ian Fleming books, in 1954, during the second book that came out, Live and Let Die, actually mentions the very first time that James Bond ever had a shaken martini.
All right.
Now, in the movie versions, it was actually Dr. No, which was the second movie that came out in 1962 that mentioned shaken not stirred.
All right.
So we have a couple. If you're an aficionado, like the books better, 1954 is your date. If you like the movies and you're like, I don't read, it's fine, then 1962. And if you're born anytime after that and never seen a James Bond movie, then probably I'd just skip over this and go right on to next month's, which will be a different theme.
It's true.
So, all right. So
how, pray tell, are we going to enjoy our martini this evening?
We're going to actually try three different martinis.
Three
martinis. By the time we get done tasting them, it may be three. It's hard to tell.
Three.
So the very first, though, is the one that I was introduced to in Florida called the 007. And I was told there are many different ways to make this, but the way that our host made it was he actually uses 1.5 ounces of gin, 1.5 ounces of vodka. Now, he prefers Gordon's gin. We have Hendrick's because Hendrick's, we were told, was the gin for people who are not super gin fans.
And it's a big bottle, and we're still trying to get through it.
Yeah, so we're going to get through that. And then basically dry vermouth. And that seems to be that. You can use either a lemon twist as a garnish or green olives. Green olives seems to be more traditional, so we've kind of pre-staged some of that.
What are we using this evening?
Well, tonight we're going to try some of each, but we'll get to that.
What's going in this drink?
In this drink, 3 green olives.
Okay.
So you basically chill your martini glasses. Did you just throw the top?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
There's nothing to see here. No. Look away. We'll figure out what that looks like. Apparently, we're not sure about letting this move to run the cocktail shaker.
Well.
So we borrowed these cocktail spears because apparently they're hard to come by. These have had 3 green olives, and we prefer ripe olives because they taste like black olives.
So this is going to be missing just a little bit because
because it's over there somewhere near. Yeah. All right. Over the olives, please.
Oh, over the olives.
Yeah, you want to get that. Yeah, there we go.
Ooh, wow, that is our first martini. Doesn't that look fancy?
It does. This is the 007. So this is half and half. You want to give it a first try?
I haven't had it. So
she has not. I actually had some of this.
He did give it a go down in Florida. So I am going to taste it here.
You got it.
It does look very sophisticated. I think that probably if I saw James Bond drinking one of these, I would think he was very fancy.
Plus, he'd probably be wearing a tuxedo.
It's likely. Okay,
I doubt he'd have.
I've kind of got to talk myself into it because I'm not a big gym person.
But it actually, the one, we'll see if it's the same. But
do we have some comments? Because people are laughing.
It looks like there is a comment here. Wanda, hello. How are you? Not hideous, right?
No, it's not.
Although, is that the actual look that's not hideous?
No, it's actually really not hideous.
Okay.
Wasn't expecting to enjoy that.
I know, that's what caught me by surprise. And here, we're going to do this.
Oh, is it a sip and then a bite? Oh,
It-
'cause
it-
I didn't.
you know,
I didn't
you can
take
drink
a-
the whole thing and
I
then
didn't-
eat the olives.
okay, well,
you can
I'm
eat the
gonna- I'll
olives
do the
first. It's really kind of a user.
That is really not as bad as I expected it to be at all.
Right. It's actually what we would call not bad. Pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
So-
and those green olives are really quite tasty.
Yes, they are. Okay, so that was our first one.
Okay.
All right, what's our second one?
All right. Our second one is going. Now, this one may be a little bit different. This is called a Vesper.
Yes.
Okay. And this one is actually considered probably more traditional
Yes.
martini.
Yes.
And this is heavier on the gin. It was one of the reasons martinis became very popular, especially during the 20s, was because bathtub gin, we've covered this before about the gin, it was very easy to make. And so a lot of people use gin in their drinks. But so we're going to try that. So she's going to shake
Now,
this up.
what can you tell us about the Vesper? What do we notice about the Vesper as far as the recipe goes?
Well, it is three ounces of gin and 1 ounce of vodka. And it has a half ounce of the dry vermouth. We're going to shake it and drain it. Now, you can shake this over olives. We're actually going to try this with a lemon twist.
Okay.
I believe.
All right.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to take our chilled glass. Can I have that, please? Thank you. May I have the lemon twisty part? Wow, it's kind of like a magic trick. We did go through Branson on the way, and they have a lot of people who are like doing
I'm having
illusions
trouble
and
with
things.
where the camera is
Yeah.
tonight.
Well, apparently it's like
all right.
okay. So she's going to shake that up.
Better this time, no spilling.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of our lemon. I'm actually going to take a little bit of lemon slice. We're going to run it around the rim of the glass. It's supposed to give us a little bit of lemon flavor.
I feel good about it.
Okay. You're going to pour that in.
I think. Oh, let's go back to the comments.
I think we might have more comments. Maybe. Ooh, we do.
Oh, hello from Florida.
Hey.
Well, there you go.
Some people we just met.
It was really good, Wanda. I wouldn't fool you.
No, Wanda. It actually is way better than you
Now,
think.
what can we see about this drink since it has so much extra alcohol in it?
We apparently need.
It goes to the very tippy top.
Okay, so putting the twist in it is going to be an adventure.
Right there.
We got it in.
Okay, can we
Yay.
drop the ingredients so they can see it because I'm scared to lift it up.
Okay, hang on.
All right, so you can see there it's very, very full.
Okay, so we might have to readjust that recipe
We might
slightly.
have to. That's 3 ounces of gin and an ounce of vodka.
So this one is like we might alternatively call it the night martini. I feel like there's going to be a nap.
You can give that a go. Go right ahead.
Okay, better than I expected. Especially no, really, it's not bad because the lemon goes well with the gin. So if you kind of suck the juice off the rim,
Mm-hmm.
she's being adventurous. She's going to try it. It actually was way better than I thought, or I might be becoming a ginaholic or something. Okay, Miss Mercy is not happy with that one. So apparently that was going to go on the farmer's side. No, and she likes tart.
But I don't like gin.
No, put that over here.
No, I'm not going to put it over there.
Why?
Because I might want to try it again. I mean, I'm not.
Oh, well, then put it over there.
Okay.
All right. It didn't look like you wanted to try it again.
Wow, you're not wrong. But I'm going to. Thank
Look,
you.
I think our viewers saw that reaction.
They did.
I don't feel like
They
they're
did.
gonna. Yeah.
Let me try again.
4 ounces, Rich says. Yummy.
Yeah.
But Rich likes gin.
I know.
So
3 ounces of gin is a little too much. It just needs a little more vodka. It needs more vodka.
that is a bad taste, but you know what? You know what might be a perfect compliment to this?
What's that?
Big plate of fried okra.
Maybe. This does.
All right, so we're about to go to our third one.
Right? This had everything in it. Yes. This had everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
everything that was in that needed to go to.
All right.
So our third one is what they call a dirty martini. Now, why they call it this, I don't really know. I guess because
olive juice.
I was getting to that.
Oh.
That's okay. Wow, spoiler. So basically, what this one is we're trying this one with 1.5 ounces of gin, 1.5 ounces of vodka, and instead of the 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth, we're using the olive juice from the olives, which is what makes it a dirty. Apparently, just because it's a little cloudier.
I'm being very careful this time.
Yeah, you are, and we're gonna actually use the olives in this one also.
All right. Final one.
Okay.
These are our final efforts. We'll see how it goes. Pouring it over the olives again.
Over the olives
over
again.
the olives.
Right. So this is similar to the first one, but instead of using vermouth, we're using gin juice, which might be where gin joint comes from.
Olive juice.
Olive juice. I guess gin juice would just be gin.
Yep. All right.
Apparently, the 4 ounces is impacting my ability.
Possibly.
All right.
So neither of us have tried this one. In the interest of full disclosure, the only one who had tried the first one.
We have check-ins from Oregon.
All right. Ooh, close to a Vesper. Oh, hello.
Well,
Well, this is the final one. So
okay. Dad, is our recipe for the Vesper incorrect? We'll wait for a comment as he comes back, but we'll go ahead and try this while we're doing it.
This one has the olive juice instead of
The vermouth.
yes.
Right. So it's dirty. You want to try it first? Or you want me to try it?
Go right ahead.
Okay. This one's not quite as full.
Not quite as full, but pretty full.
Wow, that is much different. It's not horrible. You can taste the gin a little bit, but the olive juice, it gives it a much more vegetable flavored. I don't know what to call it.
A vegetable.
It does. It's like it's.
I don't know about that.
Well, it doesn't taste like vermouth.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's. I mean, this one's plant based, right? Because juniper berries are plant based. Vodka's plant based.
Oh, actually, I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's not horrible.
It's really not.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Actually, I think that the olive juice just offsets the gin just ever so slightly. So
and gives it a little more veggie taste.
Yeah, well,
not like veggie taste.
Not veggie taste. Just a nice. It gives it a nice flavor. So yeah, actually, of the two, I would have to say
of the three.
No. The
Vesper's right out.
The Vesper's right out. That one's just not tasty at all for me. But this one and the other one.
Yes. The Lait Blanc, yes. I have read that, but we also read that you can substitute the vodka for the.
We don't have any.
I'm not pronouncing it correct.
Lait Blanc.
Lait Blanc.
But what you're pouring is delicious, and it was. If you're a gin person.
Yeah, which
I'm not. Actually,
we're acclimating ourselves to that.
We're getting there. I think you've probably acclimatized. See, I can't say it either. Neither of us.
And you know how to pronounce it.
And I know how to pronounce it.
Well, I think it's the 4 ounces thing.
It's the downside of taste testing on site.
Yeah.
So.
Now, and so the second two, neither one of us had ever had. The first one I had a version of it in Florida.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But we had a great time. We're starting to learn. We are both having a great time, absolutely. And I'm guessing that if we drink enough gin, we won't even remember what happened.
That is what's important.
So.
I will say that probably the one that has the most gin in it, I will probably drink the least.
The least. But so just curiously, so the 007, which we kind of started off with the inflaming facts.
Yes.
But do you prefer the 007 to the dirty martini or the dirty to the 007? You might want to taste test them both again. I don't know. I'm going to have this olive while we're. It turns out ripe green olives really taste exactly like black olives. Which is why I got the green ones.
I actually kind of like the dirty.
Okay.
I mean, they are both very nice. I'm surprised actually how much I am enjoying them because I've never really had martinis. I've never been really a martini person. I like the dirty.
Okay. And I think they're pretty equal. Mm-hmm. And it's just great to have a chance to use our fancy glasses.
It's true. So
I think our producer throw it?
Yes, she did.
I believe she did. Yeah.
Yes, she did.
Our producer's
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So that is our cocktail of the month for September. We are going to continue on this crazy journey we've started with our cocktail next month. It'll be, scare season is right around the corner, so it will probably have something to do with my favorite holiday of Halloween,
and one of my favorite. Well, we won't talk about that.
So
we will next month.
It's also going to be actually fall. It's not quite fall yet, so we'll be ready for the cocktails for the cooler months, and I'm pretty excited about that. So,
because actually, if you care, right now our temperature today was 96
90
degrees in September.
Come on now.
Now in Florida, it was like never got higher than like 85. I don't really know what's up with that.
Yeah, it was really lovely. So,
I mean, I think Alaska is probably warmer than we are, but maybe not.
So with that, we'd like to thank you for joining us tonight. It was great to see you all on the chats, and feel free to make any comments that you'd like. If you have an opportunity to watch this after we're live, we're always excited to hear comments, and we're always excited to get drink suggestions.
If you have anything you'd like us to try out, please let us know.
Yeah.
You can go to tslhomestead.com and sign up for our newsletter. We promise we're going to get that working better. I promise.
And so with that, we would say, let's see. Drink responsibly and get into the spirit of things. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, more comments.
And
no.
oh.
Yes, no pumpkin drinks ever.
No, ever.